Are you looking for the 5 best desktop PCs for home office, reviewed for 2023? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best desktop PCs for home office, reviewed for 2023 on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. HP Z2G5 Mini Tiny EliteDesk Workstation. You can often pick out a standard desktop computer by its form factor and familiar design. But the EliteDesk is anything but familiar. This PC takes the high-performance specs of a workstation-class desktop and squeezes them into a compact box roughly the size of a game console. Looking at the small size and unassuming appearance of the HP Z2G5 EliteDesk, you would think it is a weak, underpowered office machine. This assumption is shattered the moment you turn it on. As soon as your fingers leave the power button, the EliteDesk is already booting up. Thanks to the state-of-the-art M2 solid-state drive, the desktop loads within seconds, greeting you with the familiar Windows 10 Pro interface. Peeking under the hood of the EliteDesk, you'll find a wealth of powerful hardware on tap. The heart of this system is the Intel Core i5-10500 processor. While this CPU is a few generations behind, it still offers solid performance for the money. With 6 cores and a boost clock speed of up to 4.5 GHz, this processor easily tears through heavy applications. Coupled with the NVIDIA Quadro P620 graphics card, this system makes a mean multitasking machine. This system is best suited for professionals and creatives and is designed for graphically intensive tasks like computer-assisted design and 3D modeling. Number 2. HP M1F1120. Setting up a home office shouldn't bankrupt you. In fact, depending on what sort of work you'll be doing, you can build out your home office with a cheap PC without missing out on much. You can sacrifice high-performance hardware to save some money if you keep work and play divided and don't use your home office PC for gaming or graphics-intensive apps. That being said, the nondescript HP M1F1120 is a prime candidate. Nothing about this desktop is impressive or mind-blowing. In fact, just the opposite. This PC embodies the principle of good enough. In other words, it does just enough to get the job done without striving for perfection. When it comes to this desktop PC, you won't find much to complain about for a home office. The system boots up in a few seconds thanks to the speedy SSD, and the 8 GB of RAM is plenty for regular use. An AMD Ryzen 3 processor keeps your PC chugging along without slowing down, and day-to-day performance is excellent. Thanks to Windows 10, this PC is simple and easy to use. Connecting your peripherals is super easy, thanks to the array of ports on the front and back of the system. You get 8 USB ports allowing for plenty of devices. You also get an HDMI and a VGA port for connecting up to 2 monitors. Wi-Fi 5 offers reliable internet connectivity. Although not the latest standard, you won't notice much of a difference for general office use. The same can be said for Bluetooth 4.2 connectivity. Number 3. Dell Optiplex 3090 MFF Windows 10 Pro Business Micro Form Factor Desktop. Measuring 7 by 7 inches and just over an inch thick, the Dell Optiplex 3090 MFF can almost fit in the palm of your hand. The MFF in the name stands for Micro Form Factor, a fitting name given its tiny size. Before you get too excited, the 3090 part of the name does not mean it has an NVIDIA RTX 3090 GPU. Even so, the Optiplex 3090 MFF is a reasonably powerful system considering its small footprint. Dell has managed to cram an Intel Core i5-10500T processor, 16 GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 512 GB M2 SSD into this minuscule computer. Graphics processing is the only weak point of this system, and we can't blame Dell for not trying. The integrated Intel UHD 630 graphics are still enough to crank out HD videos and multimedia. What's even more surprising than the specs is the extensive array of ports and connectivity options this desktop has. Looking at the front, you'll see one USB, a 3.2 port, a universal audio jack, and a line-out audio port. Turning the system around, you'll find even more ports on the back. From right to left, you have Gigabit Ethernet, 4 USB, a 3.2 ports, and 2 DisplayPort 1.4 connectors. This PC will slide right in wherever you have the tiniest bit of space. Behind your monitor, mounted to the wall, or even concealed behind the desk, this PC will fit everywhere. With the combination of great specs and extensive connectivity, the Dell Optiplex 3090 MFF is the perfect compact home office PC. Number 4. HP Envy Desktop. If your home office is also your gaming room, then your choices get a little more interesting. Enter the HP Envy desktop. Perhaps no other company compares to HP when it comes to making the perfect home office computer. Even when focused on gaming, the HP Envy desktop looks like it belongs in an office. You won't find a glass panel showcasing your internal components, similar to typical gaming desktops. Instead, the HP Envy is covered in a plain white finish, void of any details save for the glossy HP logo on the front and the Envy designation on the side. Underneath its plain exterior is a system chock full of high-performance hardware. Right off the bat, the Intel Core i9 processor establishes itself as the best-performing gaming processor on the market. Coupled with the NVIDIA RTX 3070 GPU and a whopping 8GB of DDR6 VRAM, you have a mean gaming machine. Additionally, 16GB of RAM and 1TB of SSD storage make this system the ideal home office gamer. You can expand every component of this system too. Push the access button on the back and lift off the side panel to gain access to every component, from the GPU to the RAM and SSD. Inside, you'll find plenty of space for upgrades. With 7 USB-A ports and 3 USB-C ports, you have plenty of ports for connecting peripherals. You also get 3 DisplayPort and 1 HDMI port. Enhanced features like 5.1 surround sound connections on the back are welcome additions. Number 5. Lenovo IdeaCentre 3i. All-in-one desktop PCs are a unique breed in their own way. While dozens of all-in-ones exist to cater to different audiences, most of them are focused on home office use. To find the absolute best, we found a gem, the Lenovo IdeaCentre 3i. Lenovo has been in the PC industry for many years now, and its expertise in producing quality PCs shines through in this system. The most striking feature of this computer is the unique stand, with a solid base and sturdy metal arm holding up the 271920 by 1080p monitor. This design makes a strong impression and adds a touch of flair to your home office workspace. It doesn't stop there. The entire PC is a bold design statement, with a top-mounted camera, razor-thin bezels around the display, and a tapered edge. Despite its good looks, we didn't pick this system based on the design alone. The Lenovo IdeaCentre also packs some potent hardware. An Intel Core i5-1240P processor, 8GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD are right behind the display. To top it all off, Intel Iris Xe graphics give you enough graphics power to handle demanding workloads. All of your ports are on the back of this PC. From left to right, you have an HDMI port, 2 USB 2.0 ports, a Gigabit Ethernet jack, and 2 USB 3.2 ports. You also get a headphone, microphone combo jack for connecting your headsets and audio devices. Overall, the Lenovo IdeaCentre is the perfect all-in-one desktop PC for your home office.